Welcome to the Good and You podcast,
where the sponsors are fake and the hosts are buzzed.
and we say fuck your feelings. Enjoy the show.
Episode 38 from the Good and You studios. Kyle, how you doing?
Pretty good, and you?
Pretty fucking good. As you'll see here, if you're watching on the old YouTube, make sure I hit record. We rearranged a little bit. If you like it, excellent. If you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah, we probably don't care.
No, we're just trying to figure some stuff out. If you have decorations or have ideas or have things you want us to throw in here or whatever, let us know. Send them our way. Reach out first and let us know so we can figure out who the fuck you are and what you're going to send us. We don't need a package full of elephant shit showing up.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I would like to do that to somebody.
Yeah.
That website that does that. Episode 38, feedback or housekeeping from 37. Anything?
I don't have anything.
I don't think I saw anything. Cam, loyal listener, won the 4-pack of koozies that we gave away for the first YouTube comment. Nice job, Cam. Tim was pretty... he was rightfully upset because he's like, you guys are giving away koozies and I gave you an idea that reinvented your podcast. I didn't get shit. So I said I was going to give him a koozie. Forgot to bring him to golf. My mistake. Sorry, Tim. There's a lot of people that we owe koozies to.
Yeah.
And some other stuff. But we'll get that taken care of.
You'll get them.
Yep. As we said, we invited him down. Come play trivia. Come do this. We'll fucking take care of you.
Yep.
We got beer, booze, methamphetamines. Just kidding. We don't have any of that.
Say I don't have any of that shit. Allegedly.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to get some people in here now and do some fun shit. Also, new camera angle, just a single camera. The camera will get better. If Kyle is for some reason out of focus, that's not our problem.
No.
I mean, it is, but
That's the camera.
we're figuring it out. So we don't have a technology sponsor. We should probably figure out some sponsor like, hey, Beau was very, very gracious giving us the space. He's a sponsor. So if you need to buy anything, sell anything in the real estate world, Beau Lane.
Yep.
I've used him. Kyle's potentially going to use him for some hunting land or property. I know tons of people, some listeners have used him. And it makes me think, if he's sponsoring us a little bit, helping us out with the studio, extremely generous, very I think he said he was getting $3,000 a week for this, so it's a big sponsorship. Really appreciate it, Paul. If anyone
He'll
wants,
love that when the IRS comes knocking.
well, if he's not collecting, maybe back taxes. Whoops. If anyone wants to sponsor to help with other stuff, let us know. We're open to figuring out how we can work together. We're not just looking for handouts. We'll try to make it worth your while.
Right.
But it's also a thing can't just be dumping crazy money into it ourselves. We've already got to this point, so we're working on it. Long story short, sorry if Kyle's blurry. Don't know what the fuck's wrong with the camera.
Yeah.
Seems fine. Can't tell. Anyway. Otherwise, I don't think there was any housekeeping.
Nope.
Beau, Beau, speaking of landlord Beau, people just are coming and going at all times here.
Yeah.
Just a garage door just keeps going.
How often do you have to replace a garage door opener?
Jesus. That thing works harder than I do. I know that. Harder than Beau does. Just kidding. So, this isn't housekeeping, but it's like you're going to figure it out. We tried something new, and it's going to release tomorrow. You're listening on the 27th, which is a Wednesday.
Be Wednesday.
On the 28th, which is a Thursday. It's one day after the 27th. We have a football podcast because this is not a football podcast.
This is not a football podcast.
No, definitely not a football podcast. So
don't know how many times we've told you guys
yeah,
that.
you guys just won't fucking listen. This is not a football podcast. we do have a football podcast. Same channel, same place you get this bullshit, you can get that one. The name is yet to be figured out, but it is pretty much dedicated 93% to just football.
Yeah.
The previous week of NFL, the upcoming week of NFL, some predictions. We had a new thing where we're making picks. We're going to go against each other. Who's getting points, who's not getting points. We'll keep track of that.
Who's drinking Malort?
Fantasy recaps, a little bit of fantasy talks. I know a lot of people don't like it. Kyle's huge into fantasy football. I'm not like a big fan, but we play
Go
it.
away tomorrow. I wouldn't care.
We play it. So
Not by choice.
no, you made the decision. So that is where you can get all of your football talk because, as we said, this is not a fucking football podcast. Let's get right into the big three.
Yeah, might as well. So leading off, I've got the day of, International Day of, National Day of. And we've been doing kind of the same format the last couple weeks now. So we'll probably be changing it up
Any minute now.
anytime.
Well, technically, I did something different last week compared to what you're doing right now because I started with the
That's true.
on this day in history.
I went back to...
You went to the traditional.
Maybe I should have switched it up because the history wasn't great, but we'll
That's
get there. All right, so we have on the 27th, National Chocolate Milk Day.
Oof.
And then we also have, I'll stick with like a food-related one, International Poke Day on the 28th.
Oh, like Poke Bowls?
Yeah,
Is it Poke?
I believe it's pronounced
Does it,
Poke.
does it have one of those things?
I don't know. Like the Pokemon? Pokemon?
Do they have those? They do,
have the
yeah.
little thingy.
Does have what do you call that? For some reason, tilde or tilde. Tilde? I don't know how you pronounce it. That TILDE or A is in my head. Is what that thing is called.
I'll believe you. I just call it an accent mark.
BB King was a saxophone player. I'm gonna go with
Killed the guy with the trident.
I've had because Poke Bowls are like Poke Bowl.
Isn't
whatever
it basically like sushi that's not
Sushi.
rolled up?
Yeah, it's just deconstructed sushi, which is a way cooler, more hip thing to say than poke. I do like that. I have had it a time or two. I have had way more chocolate milk in my life. I'm going to go chocolate milk day because I love me some chocolate milk. Morning. It's supposed to be better for you than caffeine in terms of energy.
Oh, yeah?
Low-fat chocolate milk.
It's also supposed to be like good for you after, like post-workout.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the caffeine thing's a lie. I thought
Protein? Probably the protein.
I thought it was something that said like it, or maybe it just wakes you up more in the morning. Like if you had that instead of a cup of coffee.
Oh, the sugar rush, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of the caffeine rush.
Um,
Favorite chocolate milk?
glad you asked. Currently, if I had to go top three, I'm gonna go Sassy Cow number 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. What's the one where they fucking beat animals and do a bunch of or they used to do it? Fairlife.
Okay.
Yep.
That is also my number 2. I didn't know that they beat animals.
Oh,
so
they had like a whole big thing.
that doesn't sound like a very fair life.
No, exactly. That's why it was like, oh, really? Nice job. I think they've righted the situation, allegedly. But it's a good chocolate milk. That one's a little bit more, like it's not as creamy and thick, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
because it's like filtered.
Yep.
Like extra filtered.
Number 3, I'm going to go with just, I think this is what we get at the old, as you would say, Wobbly Hog. I came up with a new one. Shout out Michael J. Fox if he made a grocery store. The Shaky Swine.
Okay, there
So
you go.
Piggly
I guess.
Wiggly, Wobbly Hog, Shaky Swine. Kemp's, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what they sell. It's either that or
Oh,
Prairie Farm or I don't know what Piggly Wiggly has, but
yeah, Prairie Valley or whatever.
yeah, it might be it.
Or
Pleasant.
Pleasant Valley?
Yeah.
I don't know.
BB King was a saxophone player.
I mean, Quick Trip has some pretty good
Yes.
chocolate milk too.
Absolute best gas station chocolate milk, Quick Trip.
Yep.
Quick Trip gets the best of like any food.
Except for their cheese curds suck.
Yeah, it's a hack. If you didn't know that, one, you're an idiot because you should have tried them immediately and then realized, wow, these are bad.
And if you work for Quick Trip and you can literally provide any input, tell them to fucking change it up.
Yeah, that is weird that they wouldn't have good ones, because everything about Quick Trip is so good. Speaking of Sassy Cow, my in-laws were just telling us the other night, oh, God, so before we started recording, we're like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Because we just talked about all the football stuff. We just recorded the football podcast. Had no idea what we're going to talk about. Now shit's coming to me. Friday, helped my father-in-law. This is a long story. Bear with me. I'll get to the Sassy Cow thing. Friday, helped my father-in-law with a pickup at the old Menards, some deck boards. So
Right.
got to finish. I helped him a couple weeks ago with replacing some deck boards. He needed some more. While we're driving back to the yard to go get him, this is the Monona Menards, if anyone's been there.
Oh, yeah. I hate that one.
Not good. But it's close. Proximity, it's just a good option. Driving back, turn the corner. We have to go across the bridge, whatever else. There's a forklift that got a pallet of something down, and they're loading stuff from the forklift into the back of the truck or car or whatever was there. But they're on my side of, like, you know, it's not like a road, but you treat it like a road.
Yep.
They're on my side. Well, in the distance, there's a busted up piece of shit, little fucking worthless white rusty Dodge Dakota or something.
Okay.
Like one of the little fake pickup trucks. And he's a ways away. I'm far closer to the forklift that I need to go around so I can keep going. There's not a ton of room in there anyway. And I'm like, well, I'll go.
He got mad at you.
Hold on. I want to get your thought on this. I am in a truck you cannot miss.
Yeah.
It is large. It makes me look like I have issues with...
Very tiny unit.
Yes, because I'm compensating for something. I did not put the lift kit on it. I don't necessarily mind it. It's not... whatever. It's a big F-250. I decided to go around. It's not dark out. I don't have my light... whatever. It's not camouflaged. As I'm like, I'm not going to punch it and have the fucking forklift guy drive into me or me run over some little Asian dude that's getting some landscape blocks. So I slowly start to go around, and Dodge Dakota, trailer park, shout out Trailer Park Golf Club. This guy actually lives in a trailer park, maybe just squats in a rundown trailer. Starts driving doesn't stop to let me get around, just keeps coming. I'm able to just get over because I'm further along and made the move, and I was still able to get around because I was closer, and my window's down, and I'd played golf earlier that day, had a few pops on the course. Lindsay's with me, her father-in-law, or my father-in-law's with me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? As he drives by, I'm not going to scream into the mic, but I said, way to stop, dumb fuck. Just stared him down. And his fucking fat, worthless ass just, whatever. And Lindsay's like, what if he's waiting when we get out? And I'm like, I fucking hope he is.
Not a, what if he's got a gun?
Fuck him. He couldn't afford bullets. And anyway, I was just like, what is wrong with people? Like, how are you that stupid?
Yeah.
Like, just use the brake pedal. I know you have a brake pedal in there. They didn't make that model without.
Costs nothing to be a decent human.
And I was like, I'm just trying to, I was closer. I'm trying to make this so it's easier for you to get around this corner with your piece of shit vehicle. So I'm ultimately giving you more room if you just use your brakes for a little bit. So that was fun. The whole time we were loading up the deck boards, I'm like, I fucking hope he's out there. Shout out John, former hockey player. He would scrap. He would throw down. He would have my back. Don't think I would have needed him. Because like I said, this guy... His knees have been working harder than anything in his life because he was a fat, worthless piece of shit.
Well, maybe his heart.
Yeah, too. Anyhow, I'm irritated right now just talking about it. So, later, we go to dinner after we drop off the deck boards. Shout out Angelo's in McFarland. No free ads. Nice little fish fry. $1.50 hams. So, the owner of Angelo's is obsessed with hams. Hams memorabilia everywhere. If I remember right, Toby used to be obsessed with it before he just switched to the hard stuff.
That could be.
So a really cool place if you like anything hams or old beer shit. They have little TVs with a thumb drive of like 1950 to 1970s Hams commercials just playing nonstop. So hilarious to watch. It's really cool. Otherwise, it's just a little.
This guy just seems, I'm not going to lie, like a little bit of a psycho.
I've never talked. He probably is. But good food. So it's Angelo's. It's Italian. If you can't tell by the name, you racist fucks. Great. The pizza, I've had it before, and I saw it there. Somebody ordered it. It's wonderful. We had fish fry. I just got, for some reason, deep fried cod. I hadn't had it in a long time. I usually get perch or walleye, which they had walleye. Cod was great. 3 pieces. Incredible hash browns. Cheese and onion mixed into them. And then like a crispy top. A big fucking square that you get. Really, really good. And $1.50 hams. And they serve it with the big chalice thing. Really cool.
Interesting.
So then we were talking about Sassy Cow.
Now we come full circle.
They recently went to Sassy Cow to have lunch. It's like out by, but it's between Sun Prairie and Columbus.
Yep.
They had a breakfast or lunch, whatever it was. They said the food was incredible. You can see the stuff being bottled right there. It's really cool. Have you ever been there?
I'm not.
I have not either. They said it was awesome. They bought some stuff to take back. They wanted to get ice cream. They were too full from the great food. So, speaking of Sassy Cow, great chocolate milk. I have to go to the facility to get some of the chocolate milk and enjoy the food. So,
Yeah.
shout out.
I didn't know that they served food there.
Yep.
But
Shout out Sassy Cow. Small tangent, sorry.
yeah, just a small one. Was wondering how you were going to bring that back.
Fuck that
but-
guy at Menards.
All right, so then we've got, kind of goes downhill from there. Here's a good one for you, though. On the 27th, it's Morning Show Hosts Day. And on the 28th, it's National Good Neighbor Day. You've got some good neighbors.
I was like, well, I'm not picking morning show host day, obviously. God. So the only morning show that I'm familiar with, actually I'm not even really familiar, but I'll say if it's anything sports, but most of those people suck too, unless it's McAfee and his crew. I don't know if they're more of like 11 o'clock or noon, I think now. Barstool, any of those guys for the most part, but fuck the standard morning shows. What's her name? Joy Behar or something. Dude.
From The View.
If
all
you
those
could
stupid
if you could watch
ladies.
somebody get in a really bad accident and her name was Joy Behar or Behart. How do you say her name?
Behar, I think you're right. Yeah.
Do you just say, yep, sign me up?
I'm not going to look away.
She is a worthless human being. If you like her, don't listen to this podcast any fucking more.
Yeah, we don't need you.
No.
Any of the people on The View.
Ugh. I'm going to go Good Neighbor Day. I don't have any. I have one. Shout out Doug. Cool guy. There's some other ones that are whatever. They're not like ideal. But oddly enough, I just had somebody tell me today that Friday they're doing a neighborhood Ryder Cup tournament at Edelweiss in New Glarus. He said they have like 40 dudes that play because they live in a larger neighborhood or something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money on the line. They have like American flags or different flags. I don't know what they do on their carts. Like it sounds like Edelweiss just shuts the place down for them. Maybe I don't know, but he said it's incredible. And I'm like, I literally earlier today responded. I'm like, I wish I had fucking cool neighbors.
Have you been watching? Speaking of like the Ryder Cup, not Ryder Cup. Have you been watching the Barstool Ryder Cup?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
What did you think about?
We should do that.
Yes, we should. Minahan getting pissed about the technicality.
I would have been like, yeah, they're in for 5 if he hits it. It's a 4. But I understand kind of where it's at.
Yeah, I would have. And so early in the match.
Right. Because it was hole 2 or 3.
Yeah. So for people that haven't watched and are interested in a little bit of golf talk that we'll get to again later, scramble format, 2-man scramble, They're playing for $30,000.
30 grand. So,
they
$5,000 a guy.
$5,000 a guy. One team is putting. First putt just misses. Guy walks up, taps it in. Pretty standard for somebody to do. Some people are superstitious, like, oh, don't tap in. That's like the universe, like, now knowing we have that score. So people just pick it up sometimes, especially if it's like within a gimme distance. They'll just get rid of it, or another guy's like, yeah, good, pick it up. Well, Arian Foster, former running back for the NFL, now part of Barstool Sports, still had to putt from that same spot. And before he could putt, this other guy starts freaking out, like, oh, no, you just put it in, you're done. It's a 5.
That's a 5.
Which, if you look in the rules, any ball that is holed out, like, then it is done.
That's your score.
But
and that's what Brooks Koepka also backed up.
Which he's just fucking doing it to piss off.
Well, yeah,
Dave.
because he was
with
talking to Big Cat.
Yep. So funny. I support him doing that. That's hilarious. But I guarantee if that were him in that situation, he would not act like that, or he would have
blown a gasket.
Yeah, he wouldn't allow somebody to do that.
Yeah.
So then Arian Foster makes the fucking putt, so they should have a 4. And it's this whole thing. No, that's this. So these are the fucking rules. And then they're screaming at each other. You know, you can just leave, go home, be done. If Minahan was smart, which I don't really like him that much, and he doesn't seem to be the brightest guy.
That's my first interaction that I've seen him. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's just not my type. I'd prefer Big Cat, the foreplay, any of those other people that are, one, closer to our age, being ageist there, but I don't care. And if he were smart, he would have just said, okay, well, let's replay the hole, or let's do something different. I'm not going to give you that. He could have tried to finagle a little bit instead of just being so dead set on a technicality that 90%, if not more, would never even think about.
Yep.
So we should do that.
Yeah.
Agreed. How many people do we need?
I mean, they're doing it with 6 people.
Per team?
Per team.
Yeah, we could easily do that.
Because they're doing 3.
Would you do draft like they did?
I would, yeah. Snake.
Would it be you and me are the captains, like against each other, or how would you do it?
I guess it would kind of, well, yeah, maybe. I don't know if we did it for, like, content for the show, yeah.
Yeah. That would be kind of fun to, like, pit us against each other. That would come, I mean, there would be a lot of talking points, I'm sure, after we did that.
Yep.
I like that idea. So I pick Good Neighbor Day.
Good Neighbor Day.
So what was Chocolate Milk Day, the 27th?
27th.
Good Neighbor Day is?
28th.
28th, okay.
And then since some of these aren't that great, I'm going to give you just one last matchup. We have on the 27th, National No Excuses Day. Rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion.
Play like a champion.
Or on the 28th, Ask a Stupid Question Day.
No such thing. This is a stupid question.
Only stupid people asking questions.
Correct. God, and I love to make excuses too, which I've always said it's not an excuse, it's just the reason for why this is happening. I'm going to go with No Excuses Day because I need to make less excuses. What day is that?
That would be the 27th, Wednesday.
Right. So Wednesday, this podcast comes out Wednesday the 27th. I am not going to make any excuses on Wednesday. That's good. I'm working with Dustin that day, so I don't think I can make excuses anyway.
No excuses. And then just another one, because of your story on the whole chocolate milk one. The 28th is National Self-Awareness Day, so maybe if that guy had a little self-awareness.
Dude, there's so many people that need self-awareness. And I always wonder, it's like, are you actually choosing to, like, not be aware or not do something? Or are you just that out of it?
Yeah, are you just an idiot or an asshole?
Yes. Idiots and assholes. Everywhere. All right.
That gets us through day of.
That's the day of. Some good days. Throw the notes app open here. By the way, this grain belt is tasting very good.
It is. Always smooth.
It's one of the only things from Minnesota that doesn't suck.
It's true.
The Vikings suck. We're not a football podcast. Go
no,
listen.
The Vikings blow and the Bears suck.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you, Darren. That's why it's windy in Wisconsin. The Vikings blow and the Bears suck. Go listen to the football podcast. Comes out tomorrow. All right. If you had to pick a team to win national like debate type thing,
Okay.
like debate team,
Okay.
whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
was that forensics in school? Like that was a thing, or was
That
it just
sounds right.
debate? I don't know.
Well, forensics, I think it was just speech. Let's just go with debate team. A
Okay.
debate team.
Would you pick the team of Kevin Durant and Megatron,
Okay.
or the team of T-Pain and Kieran Culkin?
Does T-Pain get to use auto-tune?
Yes, absolutely, because that's what made him.
I got to go with that then.
Really?
Yeah.
You think somebody with auto-tune on in debate would help their cause?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I mean, how else did he get famous?
Yeah.
Do you think Kevin Durant can actually debate?
So I'm surprised you didn't think about this or go with him, but he's like notorious for having like burner accounts on Twitter, now X,
Yeah.
and like talking about people and whatever else. So he's kind of crafty,
Yeah.
and he could probably,
But not that crafty if he's getting caught.
true. And Megatron is just like if that man were standing there talking to you,
It'd be very intimidating.
you would listen to everything he had to say.
Yeah.
But you didn't pick them.
Nope.
No. Okay.
T-Pain with
Do you know-
auto-tune.
Do you know Kieran Culkin?
That's one of Macaulay's brothers.
Yeah, I think
I don't
he's
remember
on-
what he was in or anything.
Is he on the show Billion? No,
Succession?
fuck. Yes, there you go. Is he on that? I think
don't know.
so. Maybe. Is there another Kieran Macaulay? Is there only two? I think there's just two, isn't there?
I don't know, to be honest.
While you're looking, Kevin Durant is 35 years old, which I believe 35. Or he's turning 35 on the 29th. I think that was his number in Oklahoma City.
Dude, they've got like a whole fucking clan.
Really?
There's 8 Culkin siblings.
Whoa.
You've
Name them.
got,
Let's hear them.
So you've got Macaulay,
Mm-hmm.
and his 7 siblings are Kieran, Rory, Dakota, Quinn, Shane, Christian, and Jennifer.
How the hell do you start with Macaulay and Kieran? Are they the oldest, or is that just a list?
That's just a list.
How do you have normal names mixed with like what the fuck is Macaulay? Kieran is closer to normal, still strange.
I mean, Macaulay is 42. Here we go. Now we're getting into ages. Kieran is 40.
Yep. Oh, he's.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that guy looks like he
Wait.
can debate. He looks like a politician.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's 40 because I put down 41.
Yeah, and I don't know when this one is from. Rory is 34. Dakota was born in 78. Doesn't give me an age. They didn't want to do the math. Quinn is 38.
Weird.
Oh, this is way out of order. Shane is 46.
Oh.
Christian, 35. They must have listed like the famous ones first.
So they went with like, hey, we were on drugs or drunk or whatever, and this is like a weird name we
Yeah,
heard.
and
Macaulay.
And then Jennifer was born in 1970, so you guys do the math.
Oh,
but she died of a drug overdose, so.
shocking. Kevin Durant turns 35 on the 29th. Megatron turns 38 on the 29th.
Happy birthday, Megatron.
I like him, but
I
fuck
do
the
like
Lions.
Megatron. Yeah. Well, he would still be playing probably if
He was on a
he
different
would've
team.
gone it. But that's kind of on him, too.
Hey,
Maybe he
not-
shouldn't have signed an extension.
Not a football podcast.
Not a football podcast.
How old do you think T-Pain is about to turn on the 30th?
47.
39.
Really?
Yep.
I'd believe that, too.
How old? Oh, you already looked. Kieran Culkin is turning 41 on the 30th.
Okay.
So you went with T-Pain and Kieran
Yep.
to win you money in a debate, whatever. All right.
How do you bet on a debate, though?
I don't know. How do they decide who wins that? Like, because debate.
And what
team-
are they debating about?
Another good question.
If they're debating about the arts, then I feel even better about.
Debating what is better, sports or the arts.
And then T-Pain and Kieran are saying that sports are better.
No, they're doing the arts.
Well, you learn more about a subject that,
You don't like or don't.
yeah, like
Oh.
you're more likely to agree if you force yourself to debate for that side.
Were you a master debater?
I'm always a master debater.
All right. Next one. Who do you think had the more, as the kids would say, gas? Who do you think had the more gas funeral?
Let's hear them.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Musician.
Okay.
I think he played the saxophone.
Isn't that Great Balls of Fire?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I fucking hope so for your sake.
I'm going to look that up. I'm 98% sure. He was a pianist.
Okay. Most of them are. It's like one of the first things they learn.
Great Balls of Fire.
Nice.
1957.
Fuck yeah. All right. Jerry Lee Lewis
Okay.
or Virgil Abloh.
Who the fuck is Virgil Abloh?
Google it.
And didn't Jerry Lee Lewis like marry his cousin or some shit?
Sounds like a hell of a fucking funeral. Virgil Abloh. Do you know Off-White? Kyle's got
I'm sorry,
bug
what
eyes
now?
right now? The clothing brand or whatever you want to call it, Off-White. It's for rich hipsters and
What did
pedophiles.
He died in 2021 in Chicago. He get shot.
I don't know if he was shot or if it was COVID or what.
The vaccine.
He actually, I believe he went to UW-Madison. He's a fashion designer. He had a home on...
He went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Yep. He had a home on Lake Geneva. Like he bought a place there or something. And Brooks Koepka, I think, famously won the PGA Championship wearing Off-White golf shoes. So they're fucking Nikes with like an orange tag stuck on them and some like dumb shit on the side. Like it looks almost like a normal pair of Nikes, but instead they're going to cost $3,000 because old Virgie did something to them.
So during the George Floyd protests in mid-2020, Abloh attracted criticism after posting on social media a screenshot showing that he had made a $50 donation to Miami-based art collective FM Power to go towards protesters' legal costs, adding that he was crazy inspired. Sounds like a great guy.
$50. Dude sells shoes that are like worth not even $100, but because he did something to them or put a little orange tag on them, people pay thousands of dollars.
He also subsequently stated that the looting of businesses during the George Floyd protests was an example of why streetwear is, quote, dead.
Because people loot and steal if they can't make streetwear? So he's actually against
No,
it?
people aren't going to make it because...
So he was against it?
I would imagine.
Huh. So yeah, who's got the more gas funeral?
I'm going to go with Jerry. Since I didn't know who Virgil was, and it was still kind of COVID when he died, so he probably didn't get to have a funeral.
True. R.I.P. to both. All right. Now, you maybe you'll know, because I think your wife is a fan of her work.
Oh God.
What, you can't like stuff your wife likes?
I can, but this is probably like one of the fake housewives of some city.
No, I don't think so. I think this is an actual actress, not like a hack.
Oh God, is it a Hallmark actress?
I think so. I don't know. If you had to spend... Why my phone... Sorry, my phone is listening to me here. There we go. It's just typing all sorts of shit. If you had to spend a month on a deserted island...
Okay.
Would you rather it be with Halsey?
Okay.
You know her?
Yeah, the singer.
Yep. She's 29.
Okay.
On the 29th. Golden birthday. Might be fun.
It's my anniversary.
Oh, and you're choosing to be with another woman on a deserted island, Kyle? You fucking pig. Unbelievable.
I did not get to choose this setup.
Unbelievable. Or Lacey Chabert, 41 years old.
Oh, she is in Hallmark movies, and she was also in Not Another Teen Movie.
Actresses' names in Hallmark movies. So a little bit more experienced, actor. You can't really trust them, or a shitty musician who's a little bit younger, closer to your age, golden birthday.
How old is the other one?
41 versus 29.
I mean, that's kind of like right in the middle.
Of what? Like, what are we?
How old I'm going to be.
Oh,
Like,
got it.
I'm going to be 35.
Got it.
Minus 6, plus
So,
6.
Yeah. We're all millennials. She would be considered, Lacey would be a millennial still.
Yeah. Those younger millennials.
Which
they're not
woman do you
really
want to spend a month on an island with, Kyle?
I mean, ideally neither one of them. But if I had to pick one.
Like you'd pick a different woman. Like your wife, maybe?
Well, yeah. Oof. Fuck, that's a tough one. Well, I don't want dipshit to start acting shit out. So
Just goes through all the different Hallmark movies she's ever been in. Just
yeah,
asking you about them. Reenacting them.
that'd be my fucking nightmare. I would go with Halsey. Maybe she can sing me, I don't know, literally anything but
Sweet
one of
Lul-
her songs.
Sweet lullabies.
Yep.
All right. So you're going with Halsey. Wow.
Who would you pick in that one?
Lacey Chabert.
Really?
She's older. She goes to sleep earlier. Get some more time
Now
at night.
she's all coked up.
I think Halsey would be more coked up.
That's true. Yeah.
And she'd be texting or doing TikTok dances.
Either way, that's going to be the worst fucking month of my life.
Lacey at 41 would be like, so you like knitting or what do you do?
No, I just like acting the same fucking movie every single week.
I know who Lindsay would pick. Lindsay would be there with Lacey.
Yeah, so would Jessica.
Yeah. All right, last one. I'm not going to give you names. I'm just going to give you one or the other of something. Would you rather be woken up every morning
Oh, God.
with a super annoying like voice for like the first hour, like you have to talk and like sit there and drink coffee and talk to this person, or at any point during a day, just one time, sneak attack wrestling move put on you?
Oh, God. One time, any point of every day?
These are both women. Every single day, you either wake up
It's
and
probably
spend an hour.
fucking China.
Nope.
Who's just going to snap me in half?
No. Every morning you spend an hour talking to a really just, oh God, fucking annoying as shit. Or some point throughout the day, one time, you're going to sneak attack wrestling move put on you. Both women.
I mean, I do like my peace and quiet in the mornings with my coffee. Fuck. How annoying is the voice? Like Gilbert Gottfried bad?
It's a
or
famous person. She's in her 60s.
Fran Dresser. Nope. The other one, the wrestling.
Yep. Fran Drescher turns 66 on the 30th. And you're not willing to spend an hour with her in the morning?
Would you?
No. Candice LeRae is the wrestler. I don't know.
I have no idea who that
WWE or some bullshit, but yeah, they're your birthdays. I think you chose 3 of the 4 options were September 29th. So shout out to the people born on September 29th.
It's a good day.
Kyle's anniversary. How many years?
It'll be 11 years.
What is the gift? Like, do you abide by those or not?
No.
The traditional gifts?
No.
Do you want to know what it is?
Sure, why not?
So
We're going away, so that's typically what we do every year instead of buying gifts,
that's a good thing to do.
especially with kids. Get away from
Oh,
them.
perfect. Hallmark is going to let us know their website.
Oh, great. Thanks,
All right.
Lacey.
So, the 11th year, you said 11th?
11.
11th year anniversary should be steel.
All right. Get her a tire iron or something. I don't know.
So she can hit you over the fucking head with it.
Something romantic.
You got a good one next year.
What's that?
Silk or linen.
Okay.
Yep. The next year's even better. Lace. Then you get to gold jewelry on the 14th. Does
Sounds
she wear
expensive.
gold? I might be able to skip that if she doesn't like gold.
White gold is her wedding
Whoa.
band and stuff.
Jeez, it's 2023. She sees color. Christ. 15th year, crystal. 16th year, wax or silverware.
How do you start going backwards? Like you get up to gold and then it's like, here's wax.
I think
here's a candle.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I think they pick like 10, 15, 20 as like bigger ones, but 10 was tin or aluminum. So here's a tin foil hat. Bought her a beer, nice. 17 is furniture, 18 porcelain, 19 bronze, 20 china, fine china.
Okay. We have some of that we never use.
Then a bunch of other weird shit. On your 29th anniversary, you got married on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
On your 29th year anniversary, your golden anniversary. I don't know if people celebrate that shit that
I think
way.
your golden anniversary, isn't that like your 25th or your 50th?
Well, technically, you give gold on the 14th. Anyhow, the 29th. Guess what it is?
Oh my God.
I'm going to say this favors the man.
Packers tickets.
Like everybody could be that lucky or that fucking cool to actually get Packers tickets or enjoy the Packers. A lot of sad son of a bitches don't even like them.
Yeah.
The 29th year anniversary. Tools. So start figuring out what kind of tools you'd like.
Fuck.
Oh, the 31st is travel. So you guys are doing the travel thing way too early.
And way too often.
Way too often. Another funny one. Oh, 47th, a garden. Get her a garden. Or just plants, it says.
Sounds fucking terrible.
50th is gold.
50th
Just says
is
gold.
Okay.
Speaking of which, did you see these dudes from I forget which African country found like a giant nugget of gold?
How giant are we talking?
It took like 6 of them to like roll it. Like a huge rock. A huge nugget. And I saw it on 2 different Instagram accounts, like Inside History or something. I don't know what else. But the first word is illegal, and the next word miners. Like, and they're not children, like gold mine. Like illegal miners. So I don't know if they're saying that they're not supposed to be mining for gold,
Yeah.
or if they're like it's illegal like labor or something. But they weren't kids. I mean, I don't know. They didn't look like kids.
Mining where they didn't have permission to mine.
That too, maybe.
Huh.
But it was gigantic. And then you look in like the background and everything else. There's like, you see shiny, like there's gold everywhere. It's fucking everywhere on this like hillside. It's crazy.
Why can't I get that lucky?
Speaking of that, do you follow Boneyard, Alaska?
No.
Have you ever heard of it? I
No.
think Joe Rogan talks about it. It's a dude who lives in Alaska. He's also looking for gold. But the property he owns, they're finding woolly mammoth fossils left and right. But they do
Really?
this thing to get them out where they use a like a jet power, like a fire hose type thing, but like a stationary like robot jet fucking stream of water that just washes away the hillside to expose all the bones. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
So Boneyard, Alaska, I believe,
I'll have
is
to
the
give them follow on the
Instagram
gram.
account. Really cool. But yeah, they're finding gold and stuff also.
Nice.
Back to you.
I guess it's your birthdays.
That's birthdays.
All right, so this day in history wasn't that exciting, but we got a couple we can go through. So the year is 1903, and this is October 1st. The first World Series game the first game of the modern World Series of baseball was played in Boston between the Red Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So you got that.
The first ever World Series?
So according to this, modern baseball World Series. Yep.
And what year?
1903.
Whoa. Who won?
Either the Red Sox or the Pirates.
You're a fucking pirate.
I'm not going to spoil it for people.
I hope it was the Red Sox.
Sure. And then 1961, Roger Maris breaks Babe Ruth's home run record. New York Yankees outfielder Roger Maris hits his 61st home run of the season, breaking Babe Ruth's long-standing record.
Suck on that, babe.
Yeah, which one are you taking? The first game of the World
I'm gonna
Series or the home run
say-
record?
Oh. Because of just the time and, I mean, the history and holy shit, the first World Series, like, that's better when it comes to history. But, like, the actual accomplishment of beating that home run record, which I don't know how long it would have stood before that guy beat it. It's probably within a few years or something. But
That guy being Babe Ruth.
no, the guy who beat it.
Oh, Roger Maris.
Maris. That was in the 60s.
That was 1961.
So, like, just the news and, like, the coverage and, like, the hoopla surrounding it compared to, like, 1903 when they're like, oh, yeah, this baseball thing is pretty neat, but who
When
knows
they were
how
still
long.
talking old timey.
Hey, see? I'm going to go breaking the home run record, shoving it down Babe's throat.
All right, there you go. So then we will move on to 1971. Disney World opens in Orlando.
Boo.
Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida,
Actually, that was when they were still cool.
officially opened its doors to the public, becoming a beloved destination for families and tourists. Or fast forward 11 years, and Epcot Center, a theme park at Walt Disney World in Florida, welcomed its first visitors, offering a focus on technology, innovation, and international culture. It's kind of weird that to the day, 11 years apart.
And those two are the same family, right?
Yeah,
Epcot's part of...
part of Disney. Yep.
I sent you that guy. Isn't Epcot where you can go drink around the world?
Yeah. Yep.
Did I send you that video of that guy?
Yep.
Who was fucking schmammered and
Yep.
people kept saying, oh, it's racism. No, it wasn't. It was just him
I
being
want to know
funny.
how much he spent on booze that day.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay and I, we didn't do the entire thing when we were last a couple of years ago, or probably 4 or 5 years ago now at Epcot. But we did quite a few of them. And that was pretty cool. But a lot of annoying people. You're going to get that everywhere, though. Disney's...
It might be better now. They might not have been doing reservations when you guys went then.
Yeah, they weren't. It
So
was
now you
prior
have to do
to-
reservations, so they limit how many people are in the park each day.
Oh. I would pick Epcot. Disney's
Really?
cool, but there's just too many. I feel like there's less kids at Epcot.
Yeah, I haven't been to Epcot since I think it was the first trip we ever took as a family. So like I was little. I think I was like 93.
Years
That was
old?
the only. No, it was the year was 19 and 93.
1993. I want to say Epcot's less popular. Like people go to the Disney different parks more,
Yep.
like Animal Kingdom, traditional, or whatever the fuck.
From what my mom said, she was not a huge fan of Epcot. So
Yeah, they literally have. Isn't that where Space Mountain is,
that could be.
or is that the one that's
Wait, no,
in the
maybe
big globe that you walk in? And it's like the big globe. That's Epcot, right?
I mean, Epcot has a big globe.
Isn't that what Space Mountain is? Is in that?
That could be. I don't know.
I
Honestly,
don't
know.
remember. I'm gonna pick Epcot just because the different drinks and food. Less of a
Can travel the whole world in a day.
less of a younger crowd. I mean, there still are kids there, but there's a lot more higher frequency of running into them or them running into you at Disney and the other ones. So,
All right. All right. How about 1979? The United States and Panama signed the Panama Canal Treaty, which set the stage for the eventual transfer of control of the Panama Canal to Panama on December 31st, 1999. Wow. So 20 years later.
Huh. It took 20 years before they actually used the fucker.
Transferred the power or control.
Oh,
Or 2013. A partial government shutdown began in the United States as Congress failed to reach an agreement on the federal spending leading to the closure of many government offices and services.
It's about to happen again.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Not picking those fucking idiots. Both sides, you suck.
So you're going with the Panama Canal?
Yep. Even though there's government tied into that too.
That makes sense. All right, so then we'll move on to the 2nd of October.
Can't believe it's October.
Yeah. Dude,
Jesus.
crazy. So let's try to get some that are close together. All right, 1967. Thurgood Marshall was sworn in as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, becoming the first African American to serve on the nation's highest court. And just a year later, the Boeing 747, often referred to as the Jumbo Jet, was publicly revealed for the first time at Boeing's Everett, Washington plant. It would go on to revolutionize air travel.
Wow. Two crazy things right there. Who appointed what's his face?
67?
Do you know?
Would that have been Kennedy or the guy who took over after he got shot? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
Oswald.
No, that's who shot Kennedy, supposedly, allegedly. Shit.
Taft.
No.
MacGruber.
This is you throwing out names that mean nothing.
Help.
Really help. Fuck, he was the guy from Texas.
George Bush.
Nope, before him.
Senior.
Democrat.
Oh.
I can't remember what his name was. I'm guessing.
Chauncey Billups.
No.
I don't know. Can't help you. Going Jumbo Jet.
Jumbo Jet. All right, 1968.
Pretty impressive.
All right, here's
Carbon footprint and all.
Here's a good one for you. The year's 2002. This should take you back.
Are we 8th grade then?
Yes, we
grade?
were.
Okay.
Beltway sniper attacks. A series of sniper shootings terrorized the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area for 3 weeks. 10 people were killed, and 3 others were critically injured before the perpetrators were apprehended. Does that ring a bell?
Yep. Sure
we
do.
almost had to cancel our D.C. trip. Or 2017. On October 2nd, 2017, a mass shooting occurred in Las Vegas during a music festival, leaving 58 people dead and hundreds injured. It was one of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history.
Are you asking me to pick my favorite mass shooting?
Well, technically only one of the two was a mass shooting, but the other one was just a serial killer.
Because I know you love conspiracies. I'm into them just a little bit. What was it, Highway 51 Country Music Festival or some shit like that? Or
I don't remember what the festival was called.
Yeah,
but
the
it
one
was a
in
country
Vegas.
music festival, yeah.
I'm picking that one because...
That's your favorite mass shooting?
Yep. Because it is fucking wild. Like, everything about it.
The number of shots and how fast, and it was only one guy.
One dude that carried up all the stuff in, like, little suit. Like, they have the video footage of him walking through the lobby. All the stuff that, like, is surrounding that. And we still don't really know what the fucking motivation was.
Yeah.
I don't think they even ever said anything about it. His brother came out after the fact saying something like, there's no way, one, he would think about doing it, or two, he'd be physically able to like, this is not a person who can do this kind of stuff. Now, can people hide stuff from their family? Sure.
Yeah. Because I don't recall, did he get killed or was he captured?
He was killed.
Okay.
I don't know if he killed himself or they shot him. I want to say he killed himself.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But his brother, after going on the news and saying that kind of stuff, days later, they raid his house.
Oh, yeah. He got arrested, didn't he?
Child porn all over some old fucking Windows 98 computer, allegedly. Mm-hmm. And then his brother, the shooter, I think, I think I'm remembering this correctly, his house burnt down, or maybe it was his brother. I don't know. One of their houses, I think, burnt down after like a bunch of evidence was then, potential evidence or learning more about shit, just gone. Oh yeah, his house is just gone. Sorry, we can't look into this anymore. But yeah, the number of shots, the eyewitness accounts of like what happened, and like, oh no, it was coming from this way, whatever. I don't know, man. That is like a weird, wild, don't fucking get it. Like I said about 9/11, all I know is people died that shouldn't have died, and we don't have answers. We have people making excuses on just after celebrating No Excuse Day.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. And I don't know. And then people are like, well, what would be the reason? Why would they do that? Like, what are they trying to gain or prove or whatever? No idea. Cover something else up, push an agenda, do this, that. No idea.
Yep.
Very weird. So yeah, that is my favorite mass shooting. just
kind
kidding.
of a weird way to say it.
Just kidding. The other guys, that one was also, there's like some conspiracy stuff wrapped around that, because if I remember right, actually Arian Foster, we talked about him earlier. He does a podcast on Barstool called
Macrodosing.
Yeah, where they talk about conspiracies and shit like that. They covered that one. I listened to only a third or half of it, but I was interested when I was listening. I know that. Weird shit. Don't fucking kill people.
Yeah, just don't do
Unless
it.
it's self-protect, like you're protecting your family, your proper, I don't know.
Yep.
Just figure shit out. Don't drive a white Dodge Dakota at Menards. Don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Seems pretty straightforward. LBJ was the president, 67.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yep. So, all right. And then we'll just go with these because, I don't know, they're entertainment related. So last ones we got here. 1950. The comic strip Peanuts by Charles M. Schulz was first published in 7 newspapers. The strip went on to become one of the most iconic and beloved in American comic history. So you got that. Or in 1985, actor Rock Hudson became the first major public figure to confirm he had AIDS, helping to raise awareness and understanding of the disease.
Who was he, an actor?
He was an actor, Rock Hudson. Don't know what he was in. Don't ask.
Hallmark
tell.
movies.
Probably. I'll look that up while you're trying to make up your mind.
Did he die from it?
I'm
Or did he
pretty
have-
sure that was before they had the cure,
Did he have enough
where
money?
they just could inject money like they did into
Magic.
magic.
Is Peanuts the...
Snoopy.
Okay, that's what I
Charlie
was-
Brown.
Yep, Charlie Brown. Fuck yeah. I'm going with Snoopy.
Nice. I've not heard of like any of the movies that Rock Hudson was in, but for those of you who maybe have,
Philadelphia.
no, Magnificent Obsession, All That Heaven Allows, Giant. He was also in Lover Come Back,
Patient Zero.
Send Me No Flowers,
Brokeback Mountain.
Seconds, Tobruk, and Ice Station Zebra. So, there you go. He was also in the popular mystery series Macmillan and Wife. So, there you go.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Peanuts.
That's a good one. I'd have gone with that as well.
We almost had a guest for tonight. They had to postpone. And in my research or discussion with different guests and different people, I then asked, like, hey, give us a topic. Since you can't, whatever. Give us a spicy topic.
Oh boy. Who?
I no idea.
You can tell me after.
Yeah, anonymous.
Keep up anonymous.
He said, talk about if you've ever shit your pants.
Yes.
Or your worst public flatulence.
See, I don't really have like a flatulence story. I've definitely shit my pants as an adult.
Most recently, yeah, as an adult, that's what it was.
Recently? Oof.
Or one that comes to mind.
I mean, I don't know the timing offhand. Kind of like coming after me like my wife of get into an argument and it's like, well, you did this the one time. Name the date and time.
I don't need the date and time. There's a little bit like, work. Were you running the
No,
errands?
not at work. It was at
Were
home.
you at home?
Yeah, I just trusted one I shouldn't have.
I don't think I've ever shit my pants and thrown up in the same day before. But Sunday before the Packers' first game, I shit my pants that morning.
Seriously? And then you still drank? Wow.
It was just like you said, trusted it. Well, so Olive had to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
I was going downstairs because it was earlier in the morning, so I was going downstairs to be quiet. And she came with. She loves going downstairs out back to like go outside. She's just going fucking nuts, jumping around. I'm like, sit, hold on. I'm trying to put the collar on and everything else. We don't have a fence back there, and just like put her on the tie out things. There's deer that run through all the time. Whatever. Messing around with that. Just in the process, thought, oh, pass a little gas. Yeah, I can pass some gas. Nope. And then I didn't. You ever? You don't know.
You don't know. You're just
sometimes-
like, it feels not right, but
Like,
I think
why
I'm
is
okay.
that wet? Like later, minutes later.
Oh boy, not that bad.
I was preoccupied. Like I was trying to do this, and I'm like, standing there, like, okay, I'll turn the TV on. What do I want to watch? I was, whatever. And I'm like, holy shit! Just threw the
literally
threw the shorts right away. Put them in a plastic bag, tied it up, took it upstairs, threw them away. And then fast forward hours later that day, I throw up all over myself after being wasted at your house.
Thanks a lot, Midnight Snack Whiskey. No free ads.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
So when he texts me that, I'm like, well, I asked him. He gave me a topic. I'm going to ask Kyle, and I know it's going to. So I prepared myself for a while today that, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell the story.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to put an estimate on when it was over a year ago-ish, maybe.
Did you try to
Maybe spring of 22.
you clean the shorts or you throw them away? Or? Yeah. Don't need those ones anymore.
Nope.
Yep.
That's bad juju.
Oh, fuck. His example, because I asked him, I'm like, well, you got to tell me yours too. It literally happened in front of a customer. He was on a job site and realized it, left his intern or the apprentice or whatever at the job site, told him, like, just hang tight, like, whatever you got to do, have something to eat or whatever. I'll be back. He was close enough to drive home and just throw away those and get new ones and go back. So it's I remember, my dad, Barry's dad, whatever, talking about it all the time. Wet farts, shit in your pants. It happens.
It's gonna itch when it dries.
Yep. If you haven't shit your pants,
As an adult, you're not really living.
yeah, fucking grow up. He also, less spicy topic. He's like, oh, talk about hunting. So I figured, I'm like, hey, that could happen during hunting. Like, I've
Yeah.
had to shit in the woods. I assume you have multiple times.
Yeah.
Friend of the program, former guest. I won't name him. He knows who he is. I witnessed him. I was like, what is, he's walking toward, I'm like, what is he doing? I was in a blind and get the binoculars out. Cause he's like, I thought he saw something. He's like hiding a little bit. Sure enough, I pull up, get him in the binocs right as he's wiping his ass. I'm like, oh my God, and just put him away.
Good job, Mitchell.
I cannot confirm nor deny. Yeah, he had one sock the rest of the day.
Ooh, yeah. See, I keep a roll of TP in the truck, and the girls are like, why do you have that in here? I'm like, you never know.
Yeah.
And I also throw a roll in the backpack when I go
Yep.
hunting.
Yep. So, but we had talked about hunting Thursday night because it's bow season had opened up. You have not been out?
I've not been out yet. No.
Plans on it?
Not this weekend because I'll be gone, but yeah, probably the weekend after.
So you're not on the old book face. There's
Nope.
quite a few beauties showing up on the Rut
We're
Report
already going
and the different pages. There are some monsters. It made me think we should have a big buck contest.
Ooh.
So we can start it right now for archery,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes till season closes, and then obviously we'll do one for rifle.
Yep.
But I think if you listen, and I don't care, like Chris, you guys, the guys from Trailer Park Golf, like in Michigan, I don't know if you hunt or your buddies do or whatever. We can come up with some sort of prize, whether we, a bunch of koozies, like some
beer.
merch, some beer. Like we'll put together something that's worth something.
Mm-hmm.
But people can text us, email us, DM us, whatever, tag us in pictures, and we can figure out how to do this. I'll make a social media post about it.
Yep. Yeah, we can either do fan voting or
yeah, we'll decide. We'll
see.
decide the prize, and then we'll get a post out there. But I think we should definitely do a good new big buck contest.
I like it.
2 winners, archery and rifle.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah, because there's been some beauty so far. Grab that one to just show this. If you're watching on the YouTube, this won't be a winner probably, but it's a decent animal. Kyle's got some beauties at his house too. So yeah, if you want to send us your big buck pics, no matter where you're at, once your season's live. And I mean, archery season across the country is that kind of uniform, or
I think
for whitetail at least.
Well, like in this general area, October 1st, I believe, is
Usual?
the start for Michigan.
Okay.
But I mean, Wisconsin's open. I'm pretty sure Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois are all open already. But
Okay. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So that covers the submitted topics. Thank you for that, loyal listener. Another one, speaking of Mitchell, he said he listened to I Love College.
and
Thought it was awesome and quote unquote funny as shit. So
do the kids still call them bangers, or
I
did he say it was gas?
He did not, but Mitchell, please confirm, did you throw it on at a party? Did you show other people? Did you listen to it yourself? Are you planning now to show your buddies? If you need more recommendations from us old folks, what do they call us?
Millennials?
No, they have that fucking stupid name.
Chugi?
That, yes. I don't know how it's pronounced or how you spell it. If you need any chuggy references on music, we'll fucking get it turned up for you.
Yep.
And then
Fat Pat, Tops Drop.
yes, holy shit. Where were we just? When we were golfing Friday at the old country club, swanky hobnob bullshit. My playlist had some rap music on, and my partner, Jeff, we pulled up to a spot, and it was like near the clubhouse. And he's like, yeah, maybe turn down the rap. And I was like, what? Seriously? He's like, he used to work there, so he thinks he's all cool. And
Very chuggy of him.
we were in the pro shop, and we were like before the stuff started, and I'm like saying it loud enough so the guy who's working there, I'm like, Jeff, do you still get an employee discount because you used to work here? And I just kept saying it. We got up there, and I'm like, he used to work here, Yeah, I had that song on. I was like, so you're telling me, because I had just changed it to see what else would come up, and that song came on. He's like, I'm like, you're telling me I can't play Fat Pat Tops Drop right now? And it just starts going. He looks at me. He's like, yeah, just maybe pause it for now. It's like, fucking calm down.
Been
yeah.
kicked out of nicer places.
Yeah. Been called worse by better people. Into the golf talk, I guess.
Yeah.
We had made predictions on what we would do for our scramble on fun night.
Yeah.
It was not close, kind of close.
Well,
not way
said,
off.
I said 31 and we shot a 33.
Yeah.
You were off.
Yeah, I said 30.
A little more.
But we also didn't have a fourth, so we didn't pick up, some ringer or anything like that. It was just Popcan, Kyle, myself. We did take the extra shot every time. Some of that did help. Whoever was feeling it or liked what they were doing just took an extra swing or putt. Missed a lot of putts. Tough pin placements. Fuck Cheeks or whoever put those in where they were.
Yeah, those are kind of tough.
But I guess it makes sense for... Usually they have like a quote-unquote greenskeeper revenge type outing to end like a men's league. They tried to do that last year. Like, they talked about it. It didn't really like translate, or it was just like even worse pin placements. I don't know if you remember. Like, one of them was like off the green or like on the fringe or something on number 8 or something. I don't know, whatever. It was stupid.
Yep.
This year it was better than that, but they were still very difficult. Beautiful night, great weather, awesome food provided by one of the local dudes. Shaved prime rib and pulled pork.
Yep.
Oh my God, it was so good. Ate way too much of it. Loved it. Played Bingo Bango Bongo. Fuck that game. I'm out on that game too.
Popcan liked it.
Yeah, of course he did. I'm out on Wolf. I'm out on Bingo Bango Bongo. I don't know. I just want to play against someone or in teams against some. I don't know.
Maybe it's the money thing. Maybe you just got to start playing for kisses or something.
I'd prefer that. I have more kisses to give than money, so yeah. Whenever that shit's on the line, like, and it's like $1 here, whatever, and I just self-destruct. Don't know what it is. But did you have anything else from Fun Night?
No, I think that pretty much summed it up.
The guys played. Whip told me on Friday he played with us at the outing. They played 9 holes of night golf. So they
don't remember them coming in and showing us the glow balls?
I remember that, but I thought they just played like a hole or two, and they actually went out and they played the whole fucking course again.
That did seem like a really short amount of time to play 9 in the dark.
Yeah,
even with glowing.
So they showed us those, and they went back out, and that's when they played.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
they finished it up.
So they said they'd take the glow ball, put it just behind the flag on each hole, and then go up and tee off, and it was awesome.
Huh.
So something we've done that actually before.
Yeah, we have
up in Rome. Just a par 3.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was a blast.
Slight intoxication, very discombobulated. We walked out on the course and we're like, holy fuck, did it rain? Like, when we were at dinner or whatever, like, it must have poured. And we were out of it enough to not realize that the fucking sprinklers had been on.
Yep.
And we were just soaked. But that was a lot of fun. So yeah, you got to get some more glow balls. We should do that.
Yep.
And then Friday, played Maple Bluff Country Club. Very well kept. Not my favorite. Some beautiful mature trees. Some holes that are like kind of cool. You're not on the water at any point, even though it's like right by Mendota. Yeah, it's on the other side. Whatever. Clubhouse wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. Bishop's Bay, I prefer way more. Better layout, more interesting like scenery. One of the holes, number 18, finishes on the water looking at the Capitol. But it was fun. We lost by 3 strokes. I think we were 11 under. The winner was 14. We had a bogey on the card, which was just fucking embarrassing. I call it karma because of a decision that was made on the previous hole. My only claims to fame were the first hole. It's a par 4, reachable, drove the green.
Nice.
Had one of my nicest drives of the day. Made a eagle putt after watching just one putt. Made a birdie putt, like longer. The eagle putt was really long, 20 feet maybe or so. Made a birdie putt, and then after hitting a really good drive on the third to last hole, par 4, all 4 of us leave it short. 2 of which were really like bad chips, chunked, just hilariously bad. And I go up first. I'm like, I haven't tried a bump and run. My around the green was awful for the most part. Really soft fairways. Like, I took a divot that was like the size of a fucking cat, and it got in my head because I was like, I don't want to like fuck this place up. Like, and then I got to go get the divot, bring it back. Like, there was no sand on the carts because they had extra carts, not the traditional ones they have there. Whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna try a bump and run. Grab my 8-iron. It was just a little too much to putt through. I didn't want to, and at that point I was like, fuck it, I'll just try something. Absolutely, Jeff's up there to tend it. Absolutely fucking skull fuck it. Right at the flag. Hits the flag stick. Sits on the right lip. Falls in for birdie. And Jeff is up there. He's like, I didn't touch it. I didn't fucking touch it. He's like, because he was about to grab it and he didn't because it did that. And it was just like, it sat there and I was like, and it fell right in. It was fucking really cool. So that was fun. I mean, great miss hit, but it turned out.
Nice.
Otherwise, nothing great. Just listened to one creep hit on the beverage cart girl.
That.
She was getting the stuff, and he was like trying to figure out which high noon he wanted, and they had the new ones with tequila.
Mm.
She's like, "Oh, we have these newer ones. They have tequila in them." He's like, "Oh, tequila? That makes my clothes fall off." And I just
hilarious.
I just wanted to fucking slam his head off the beverage cart so bad. And she's just like, "Huh, yeah, I like those." And she just like walked away like she wasn't feeding into it whatsoever, because she'd probably already heard it, different things 1,000 times that day. Just a bunch of sexual predators, nerds that have zero game, or girls will just be like, "Dude, you're a fucking loser." Other than that, I don't know. Maple Bluff. If I had to rate it, I have played Black Hawk before. I would actually go, because that one is better scenery and elevation change. I'd go Bishop's Bay, Black Hawk, and Maple Bluff just behind it. Have you ever been in that neighborhood?
I have not.
On the north whatever side there?
I have not.
It goes from average homes, and then there's some like shitty like ghetto apartments, to like, what the fuck? These homes are insane. And then the golf course. But really strange area of Madison. I don't think there's anything else I was supposed to mention about.
Do you
Maple
know
Bluff.
what it costs to be a member there?
I don't. They were discussing the fact that they're trying to get new/younger members in there, because so much of their membership is like getting older and going away. I do know that TPC Wisconsin, which used to be Cherokee, is like $7,000 for a year. I don't know if there's minimums you have to spend in the clubhouse or pro shop or anything like that. But I mean, there are places where it's tens and 20s and hundreds of thousands of dollars just to like be there. And then you have to spend another 5, 6, 7, 10 per month. So I don't know. I would guess Maple Bluff is, if TPC is around 7 or something for a younger person. It's got to be around that.
Woof.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe that gets you like free. You don't pay for anything if you're just going to play golf. You show up and go, or if you still have to like rent a car. I don't know what it is, but
yeah. Jeez.
I know that Lodi is a great deal.
Yeah, screaming deal.
And there were still some spots in the rough or whatever where like the grass wasn't perfect. Everything else though, I mean, fairways and greens.
Yeah, pretty immaculate.
It was actually really tough to putt because it looked like there'd be a lot of break. But because of how fast they were, the break, like you would have to play a slow, crazy line to get like that break to actually do something. Otherwise, you putt it by. You weren't even trying, and you gave it too much break. So it was difficult that way. But otherwise, pretty fun. I had a chance, 2 different chances, I think, to win a car. Nobody did.
Yeah.
Not in our group, at least.
Hole in ones, obviously.
Yep. That gets us through Thursday, Friday. Saturday wasn't anything special.
No, had the grandfather-in-law's 80th birthday party. Didn't get too rowdy, obviously.
And Sunday, if you want to hear us talk about the Packers, listen tomorrow to the football podcast.
Yep, I know where I'm going to be, other than the Thursday night game coming up, where I'm going to be watching the games for the remainder of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Turn shit around when I moved viewing locations within my own home. So
Oh. Yeah.
again, not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Just enough stitious. What did I do? Because I wore my Woods jersey to the birthday party we went to. Got home, changed, didn't put the jersey back on, put the Packers hat back on, didn't drink, had already drank at the birthday party. So there's really no correlation from week 1 to week 3. Because different location, watched a different amount. Week 2 I didn't watch any of it and they lost. I saw just over 50-60% of the game week 3 and they won. And I was at home, not at your house. So, I don't have a lot to go on right now.
See, I do. I got the Reggie jersey with the Super Bowl 31 champions hat. That didn't help last week. I watched Upstairs last week.
Oh, okay.
So then, to try to help, I grabbed one football, after the first quarter. Didn't help. Grabbed another football.
Swapped them
halfway
out.
through the second quarter. Didn't really help. Went downstairs at halftime. Shit turned around. So must just be. Got to go downstairs. Watch them downstairs.
Same TV.
Oh, and I started drinking beers at halftime. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got to start drinking beers.
Same
right
TV
away.
provider from upstairs to downstairs?
Correct.
Okay, it's not like Antenna One and
Nope.
something else? No.
Nope. So we'll see.
Well, because Thursday,
I'm going to be gone.
yeah, that'll be an X factor.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be listening on the radio or will you get to a place
We're
in time?
going to be up there in time.
That's good.
So we just got to find a place that'll play it.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be on. All right, that's enough football talk. Go listen to the other
not a
podcast,
football
please, and
podcast.
thank you. Not a football podcast. Try to make that. If Kyle makes this first person to comment besides Cam on the YouTube channel, anyone else, 4 koozies.
Colby.
Oh, that was a miss. We'll give away 1 to the first comment instead of 4. So,
But
go
you
to
also have to be a
Subscribed.
liker or subscriber, yes,
Yep.
of the to qualify. So
Yep. Tell your friends, tell your family, hack into somebody's account and hit subscribe. Do whatever you have to do, please and thank you.
make a second, third, and fourth account.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking easy. I think I could get us an extra 3 or 4 from the ones I have. Probably should do that. Any and all feedback. Hey, look at
Koozies
those.
you
You
can
can have
win.
one of those. We got plenty of them. Any and all feedback is welcome. Whether or not we will listen, to be determined. As you've heard and seen, we tend to listen to people.
Yeah, we're pretty open to it.
Very appreciative of the conversations had. Yeah, hour and 20 something in. Pretty good, Neil.
Good, Neil.